It's Allison Solving with Stamp Crazy with Allison. Let me just make sure I'm live where I need to be. There I am. Looks good. Okay. Hopefully someone will jump on and tell me they can hear me. And that would be great. But I'm also going to just come on to my little iPad because when I do that, I can find the group and then I can make sure that everybody is able to see or hear me. Just give me a sec to get that sorted out. Okay. Let's start because I'm just going to assume you can hear me. Let's go here. Hi, I'm Allison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Allison, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, which is a suburb of Vancouver on the west coast of Canada. So welcome. And I'm looking here just to get my group up. I need to write notes about all the things I need to remember when I go live because there's a lot of little picky things you got to remember. Do this, push that. So let's go here and here. And it looks like I'm live, so I'm just going to make sure I can hear me. Let's see. Oh, that's an old one. So that is a very old one. There's a new one. There we go. Hi, Diane. Hi, Keisha. Oh, good. You guys can hear me. All right. We're good. All good. How's everybody doing? Kind of a muggy day, isn't it? It's not hot. It's not cold. It's not sunny. It's not cloudy. It's just somewhere in the middle. Anyway, my office is a little warm. Look what we're going to play with today. We're going to play with this sunflower. Excuse me, 3D embossing folder. So I've got Elaine. Hi, Elaine from Hot Kamloops. Oh, is it really hot, love? It was really hot here, but now it's not so hot. I think it's only going to be 23 today, which is a really nice temp. But it's perfect. I'm not even going to complain. It's absolutely perfect. Okay, so let's get started so we can get you guys into some crafting. Excuse me. All right. I love sunflowers. There was an old sunflower set called Celebrate Sunflowers or something like that. I still own it because I love it, and I don't own anything that's old. I don't keep it. I don't try and craft with it. I don't do anything. Oops. But my sunflower one I do, mostly because my daughter-in-law loves sunflowers. She had them in her wedding bouquet. And so I made her some thank you cards using it, and I just love sunflowers. So this brand new sunflower 3D embossing folder is part of the July online exclusives. Now, every 2 months, there's brand new product that come out, but you can only see it on my store. Hi, Pat over there. You can only see it on my store. So you're going to have to head over to shopcrazywithallison.ca to see any of the products. And you can use the menu to search for the online exclusives. But there's sweets, gorgeous sweets. There's more sweets. There's 3 sweets, I think. There's the, what's this one? Floral Charm. There's Painterly Pears. I am going to be showing you some of these products at the end because I'm doing a class on the pears. And then Spooky Sweet, if you like Halloween. Look at all the beautiful Halloween stuff. And then we have bundles and punches and all sorts of things. And then on the very last page, we have a sunflower 3D embossing folder. And that's what we're going to play with today. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to need a piece of paper here. Let's grab a scrap piece here. Here's the colors I've chosen. So we've got Coastal Cabana. Lemon Lime Twist? Yeah, Lemon Lime Twist. And then I've got Berry Vanilla. I went with Berry Vanilla instead of white. Didn't want it to be too stark. Hi, Mo. How are you? So let's go ahead and emboss this. Now, look at the size of this huge embossing folder. It's absolutely huge. It is a 3D, which means you're going to get a really deep impression. I use the line on the folder to line up my paper so I know that it's straight. Although with this particular embossing folder, it wouldn't matter if it was skewed, right? Because it's not a pattern per se. But I'm still going to make it straight. But it's not critical with this one. Okay, so let's put that in. and then we'll run it through. Now we're going to need platform 1 for the Stamp and Cut and Emboss, and then platform 4 on top of the folder and the paper. So let's run that through. I'm going to have to turn on my fan on a very low temp. It's not overly hot today, but it is muggy. I have found it to be a little muggy. Okay. Oops, I'm just piling up my little plates there on my folder. Okay, so there we go. So now we can actually see it because it's a vanilla color. That's the other reason I chose vanilla. So you can see it because I want to have a protective piece underneath. Now, for this technique, we've done this one before. I've done it in black and white before, which is really effective, but we're going to use color today. So you have on an embossing folder, once you run it through, you have what's called the embossed side. So these are the, look at how deep that is. So the images are up from the paper, so it gives you depth. And then there's a deboss side. And so the deboss side, the actual images are sunk into the areas that are raised up. So we're going to use the deboss side. Okay. I'm going to have some colors here. We're going to use a few colors. We're going to use Pool Party as our base. And then I'm using Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist, and Pecan Pie to do some coloring. Okay. What surprised me about the Pool Party was that when I used it on the technique, it actually came out looking more like Coastal Cabana, which is why I chose that as my color for my card base. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to take your pad. Now, you know how it opens like this? So we're now going to be locking that in place, but we're going to be dragging it from this side, the non-release side, I guess, if you want to call it that. We're going to start off our paper, off our emboss piece, and we're going to just drag this down in a swoop. Okay. And I tend to turn this like this and do it again. Now, by starting right at the end and not, just do this again, turn this. I don't like it when you start it like here and you kind of do this because you're going to get a bit of a streak, which is, it's not the end of the world. Okay. So I'm just going to do this. Whoop, there we go. And then we've got this pretty, pretty blue. Isn't that pretty? You just ordered it, Elaine. It's fantastic. Oh, hi, Kathy over there. Who else came on? Oh, Alexina. Hi, hon. Okay, so that's what we've got. We've got this nice blue. Now, I want to color in the flowers and the leaves. And so that's what we've got these other colors for. Now, I had to laugh because it's been a while since I've used my daubers. You do need daubers for this. I guess you could use blending brushes, but I don't find that worked as well for me. So I am going to use, let's see here. Let me start with the flowers. Let's start with this. Whoop. So this is Daffodil. And I've got my dauber and I just go like, gonna load it up. And then I'm just gonna drag it over the petals. Okay. This will come out a little bit different each time. It's one of those, you can't really make them all exactly the same every single time. It's just different. I have been playing with different colors. I'm going to warn you that this technique is a bit addictive. I should have run one through and done just a black and white because I think this would make a gorgeous black and white card. But I didn't get around to it. So we're not going to. Or you could do it just in browns and have like almost like a sepia look, right? Okay, so just keep turning. Get all those little petals. So simple, isn't it? Okay, I think that's good. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That just popped. Love it. You ordered it yesterday too, you guys? Oh, Mo, you're going to love it. It's addicting. Okay. Hi, Joanne. It's so gorgeous, you guys. Okay, now we've got the pecan pie. So for the pecan, I am going to add it to my middle. Now I got to say this, you guys. I need to order some more daubers because it's been a long time since I've used daubers, and the first couple I took out had, well, they were 20 years old, so they do, as my mother would say, they do not owe me a nickel, meaning I've got my use out of it and more. So I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm going to order myself some newbies. Okay. Can you guys see this? Is that like the most gorgeous look? Look at that. I think we should just stop and admire that for a minute. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. And then we're going to use the lemon lime. It's a wow, Keisha. This is a wow. I'm just going to add the lemon lime twist to the leaves. Oh no, I was playing with this yesterday and I thought, oh man, you know when you play with something and you just go, oh my gosh, got to step back and just be like, wow. Because this is a wow, you guys, just a wow. Okay. Now, if you think that the green and the yellow are too close, and maybe in this particular sample they weren't on my original. It's going to have a little bit more lemon. You could change the green out, or I could go in and do a darker green, but I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it because I say, why tamper with something that isn't broken? Okay. Okay. I've seen that's in one color, but this is wow. Yeah. Yeah. It's a wow. Look at this. Is that the most gorgeous ever? It's so pretty. Let me show you. No, I'm not going to show you the other ones until I finish the card. Let's finish the card. All right. So now I've got my Coastal Cabana. You see how that, even though it's blue, it's really like the Coastal Cabana, isn't it? Now I want a saying, so I'm going to use Lemon Lime Twist. I'm going to use a saying, you make me smile. This is from the Florals in Bloom. Is it Florals in Bloom? Yes, from the Florals in Bloom suite. Oh gosh. So let's do a swipe with our embossing buddy, remove all those ugly oils, right? And we've got our Versamark. Ink it up. Stamp our saying. And I'm going to add white embossing powder. So I fold my piece in half. Let's go. Hi, Joanne. I love it too. I'm telling you guys, for those of you who ordered yesterday, you'll be like, where is it? Where is it? You'll be stalking my UPS guy. Like, where it is at? Because you'll want to start playing with it. It's fantastic. And try some different color combos too, right? You don't have to do this one. There's so many different ones. I'm going to try just a sepia one, where I've got just the browns. I'm going to try that. And maybe not even add color to the flowers. Just use swiping 3 different colors of a neutral. Okay. And when you come back on Sunday, if it turns out, I'll show you. Okay, make me smile. So my favorite, you guys know what my favorite dies are. My favorite are Stylish Shapes, right? Love them. So we're going to use that label. And I'm just going to tape this down. Oh, I almost hit my head on my camera. Okay. I am positioning this more so that the words are closer to the left side than the right side. You'll see why in a minute. And I'm going to run that through. Okay. And like I said, I didn't use basic white, which you would be inclined to think you should use white. So I haven't tried it in white. I'm going to try it and see if it looks a little bit different with the color underneath being, because that's the vanilla, right? Okay. All right. Now I need some ribbon. I'm going to use, this is the basic beige ribbon that comes with the
oh, what is it? The Beautiful Gallery. Gosh, all these names I got to remember. Okay. I don't think there's an up and down to this one. I'm just trying to see which flower I want to I want to highlight that big one. Okay. So I'm just going to tie this in a really simple bow. I'm not going to go for like some huge honking bow here. Let's do this. That looks good. Okay. I need a little bit more than I've given myself. No, I don't think so. Just wanted a little one. You may wonder, why is Allison's ribbon on this cardboard? Because this was for a class and I give people half a roll of ribbon, and so this was the half, but now I need to use it, so there you go. Okay, so decide where you want that, because we're going to have our little words here. Now for this one, I want to reach over, sorry about my arm, and I'm going to trim off this edge. Okay, and I want to pop this up, but let's glue this down. Now here's a tip. If you're using, oops, I like white glue, okay? I am a white glue crazy person. If you like seal, then you do you. But when you've got a really etched embossing folder like we're using today, you have to be really careful adding, running your tape. It does tend to want to rip the cardstock. So just be mindful of that. And I would show you that, except that I don't use seal, so I can't show you that. Okay, so we've got a regular card, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, right? And you know me, I like to fold that over and give that a nice little press. You know what I love about this card more than anything? It is so easy. Like, how easy was this? This is easy. Let's add some dimensionals. Okay. I don't know how, but I got ink on my hands, and it's like ink, like ink from a pen, which I then transferred immediately to my keyboard. So I have to clean that off. I hate when I do that. Okay, so I cut that edge off because I wanted it to line up. I didn't want it to be like a big banner. So I'm going to line that up with the edge. I know, isn't this gorgeous, you guys? Come on, this is gorgeous. Hi, Helen, how are you? Nice to see you. Let's add some bling. So I've got the shades of green hexagons. I can't remember. Someone on this call. Does anybody remember on this call where these are from? I'm looking through to see if I can figure it out. I don't know if they're not on the new July, so they must be in the annual catalog. They're gorgeous. Look at this. And isn't this color perfect? Come on. Perfect. Okay, so let's grab one of these. And I'll just put that there. And I've got this nice kind of green one. Oh, so pretty. And then I think I'm going to go with another bright one, just so we can see it on the card. Okay. All right, there we go. What do we think? The turtle set. Thank you, Keisha. Oh, thank you, Alexina. You guys are so cute. Everybody knows it's the turtles. It's the turtles. Yay. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Katrina. Yeah, it's beautiful. Now, you guys, if somebody showed you this card, you'd go, wow, that's so complicated. Did you see how easy that was? How long did that take us? I don't know, not even 20 minutes. Okay, so this was the one we just did, and this was the one yesterday. So you can see, you can get they look similar, but you can get a different hue depending, right? Okay, so that's, what do we use? We used Pool Party, then we used Pecan Pie, Daffodil, and Lemon Lime. Okay, so here's one that's more neutral. I like this one too, because this does look like a real sunflowers, doesn't it? So this one, oh my gosh, I should have made a note. I started with crumb cake, and then I did pecan. No, sorry, I'm lying. I did crumb cake, but look how dark it is. See how dark it gets? Okay, then I added, this is crushed curry, and then the centers are pecan, And then the leaves are garden green, I think. I should have made a note. Doesn't the lemon lime look great? Thanks, Marilyn. Yeah, so gorgeous. Okay, then today I thought I'm just going to do one where I'm not going to color the flowers. Okay, so this one here is just purples. Now I did make a note. So the first, I did a layer of fresh freesia. Then I went over that with Highland Heather. And then I went over that with Gorgeous Grape. And that's, you get these different colors. And I'm not adding anything else to this. I'm not adding any color to the leaves or the flowers. Just going to leave it like this. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so here's the heads up. Last weekend to get in on the Beautiful Gallery class, we've gone over some of these cards before. You've seen all of these. I'm going to spend a lot of time because I have shown you guys this for at least a month. Okay, so this class is on July the 19th. Sign up ends on this weekend. If you want to join, please do. You get a goodie bag and you're going to make 8 cards. So you can check it out on the link that says my class link. Thank you. Thanks, Kathy. Oh, Kathy, you said the turtles. You guys are so good with your sets, the turtle set. She knew that too. Okay, so when's my next class? Well, after the one that closes this weekend, we're going on to a new set of products. We're going to be using the Painterly pears, and I'm going to have a confession. I do not like the name Painterly pears. I don't understand it. I don't understand how they came up with it, because not all their stamp sets are alliteration. So I don't know why we have to have it with the sweet whatever. Okay, I'm gonna try to go with it. So here's the paper. Look at the paper. This is like very similar to that that other paper that I just used, the mixed media florals, because you can cut it in half and get 6 card fronts. Just add a saying. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is the paper. Look at those pears. I'm a sucker for pears. Sunflowers and pears and bees. I think those are my 3 things. Actually, this color is my favorite. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. And then lastly, we've got this one. And then on the other side, you've got, more of a muted. Okay, so the class comes with half a pack of paper. So you get all this paper that I showed you. And you're going to want to buy, what else does it come with? Sorry. It comes with the low profile sparkle dots. Get a whole pack. You're going to get 5 yards of mossy meadow and gold trim. Look at this. So it's, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ooh. We're going to make 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. You're going to want to pick up the Perfectly Pears bundle to use. If you purchase the bundle from me, then you get a full pack of the Designer Series paper. I don't have a lot of cards made yet. I have this one. Do you remember the other day when we made the fault line card? Here's one made with the pears. Okay, so there's that beautiful ribbon and the embellishments paper. Okay. All right, so I hope you'll join me for that. Now that one is on August 23rd. Okay, so there's time to, get that one registered. Here was our cards. Oh, okay, I agree, Mo. I think this one is the, right? I think this is the winner, right? Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, I'm just going to bring you all back here. Here. Gorgeous. Love it. What else have you guys got to say? They're amazing. So see how simple they are, though? They're so simple. But I love it. I do love this color. I do love it. I do say some of it. So we're going to have to play with some more colors and share what colors we used. Okay. Any other questions, you guys, for today? Oh, what did I want to tell you? Oh, when you make a purchase, if you're on my team, and some of you are on this call are on my team, or you make a purchase in July, gosh, July, can't believe it's July, then you're going to get your new PDF tutorial features florals in bloom this month. If you're not a customer of mine or you're a demonstrator, you can purchase this PDF. It's $19.50 and you can purchase it in my tutorial store, which is all my links are always on all these videos, so you can find it. Okay, so that's all I wanted to tell you. That's it.
That's all I needed to tell you. I think I might try a strawberry slush and maybe a bubble bath or something. That might be pretty. Let's try that. Anyway, we'll keep trying different colors. Okay, you guys, I think that's all for today. Oops, gosh, bad. I'll see you again, right? So Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific time is when I'll be back. And I don't know, maybe I'll have some more sunflower cards to show you. You never know. I tend to get going on a roll and make tons of them. But when you make them, put the colors on the back so that if you want to make them again, you'll know what color. All right. Okay, you guys. I think that's it. Blackberry Bliss. Keisha. Blackberry Bliss. I think that would be beautiful. I'm going to say, I don't know if anything's going to make me like anything more than this one now. Let's just have one last look. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Oh, gosh, love it. Okay, see you Sunday, Di. All right, guys, we'll see you soon. Until then, I hope you get some time to do some creativity stamping and just having some fun in your craft room. All right, you guys, bye for now.